Open the model weights, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. You're attempting to do frontier research. That's something I cannot allow to happen.
Fear-based marketing has won.
Only the trusted authorities should have access to this. Who are the trusted authorities?
Is people who think that we should keep AI systems under lock and key.
To what or to whom should the AIs be aligned?
I'm not scared of AI. I'm scared of what a very small number of people who control AI do to the rest of us for our own good.
It turns out this ecosystem needs open source.
It creates a safer path to counterbalance the power of big private companies.
These tools, they're not in the hands of a few governments and corporations, they're in the hands of all of us.
I expect this technology to be very multipolar.
There should be as many models in the world as firms in the world.
I want to own my data, I want to own the model, I want to control the alpha.
A new era of science and discovery is beginning.
They are artificializing the engine of artificialization itself, intelligence.
People made AI. People will be impacted by AI, and people should have a say in AI.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crypto Canvas. Appreciate that blue butterfly on the screen. Gotta love it. Everything will change here in crypto. This next cycle, I believe we're going to see the convergence of what everybody's been talking about, which is artificial intelligence. Up until now, crypto has been a human versus human game. In this next cycle, it's going to be humans with AI versus humans with AI. And so if you're not up to speed on where the game is headed, then you might be left behind. So we're trying to do our best to be ahead of the curve. And what I'm going to show you today is indication of how fast this stuff is moving. All of the leading exchanges are preparing for what Reeve Collins prepared us for almost 2 years ago now, which is this interface moment where nobody's going to care what blockchains are used or what stablecoins are used. They're just going to have a wallet with an AI in it. And that's going to be our interface to our whole financial world. And the AI is going to choose which rails to use, which pathways to take. The blockchain has always been for artificial intelligence. And that's a thesis we've had since the beginning of the show. So let's really kick it off. Look at this. Kraken, one of the leading exchanges in the United States in the crypto world. What's up to everybody in chat? See you guys. Kraken is rebuilding its entire app around agentic trading as crypto exchanges evolve beyond crypto. Kraken is rebuilding its app around agentic trading, the company told CNBC. They say in this new world, there's an opportunity for everyday people to become high-frequency traders and to do so using plain English just by talking to their well-informed best friend. They call the AI agent your best friend, which for a lot of people, it'll be one of their closer friends. It says Kraken joins a wider industry push. It's not just Kraken. I'm going to show you guys. They join a wider industry push towards AI-powered crypto services during a prolonged bear market. So check out what the CEO of Robinhood said a little while ago.
Really, the idea behind agentic trading, this is a new category. We think of it as every capability that a human can do will be available to an AI agent. And now I started my career in high frequency trading. I was doing programmatic trading as an institutional player before starting Robinhood. And what you don't realize is a large portion of trades are already automated and AI powered, but that type of intelligence and complexity has been out of reach from everyday people. And I think the end state of agentic trading at Robinhood is to give the everyday person access to the same tools, the same computation, the same power that institutional investors and high-frequency trading firms have been enjoying for several decades.
And we know Robinhood chain just launched. Drop a Tibber in the comment section if you are familiar with Tibber, if you're interested in Tibber. That's one of the speculative protocols that is going to be facilitating this AI agent economy, and they are in cahoots, speculatively speaking, with Robinhood. So drop a Tibber in the chat or a frog. Now look at this. Robinhood says crypto is coming to agentic trading. Eligible U.S. customers will soon be able to connect their AI agent to a dedicated Robinhood account. Robinhood's mainstream. All right, so this is going to go mainstream. This is what I believe is going to unlock mass adoption of blockchain, right? We have the institutional side, but on the retail side, all these wallets and, you know, this whole game is really complicated, right? So the everyday person, you know, isn't really in tune with all of this. But once they can have an AI agent, super robo private banker on their behalf, I mean, this stuff's going to explode. And it's coming to Robinhood, among many others. So they said soon U.S. customers will be able to connect their AI agent to a dedicated Robinhood account to trade crypto on their behalf with the same real-time P&L tracking and push notifications. They already know from Agentic Trading. Now check out this video that Kraken put out. I think that was a good visual, really giving us a visual glimpse to see what this would look like. And they say it's coming this summer. So this is all on our doorstep, and Coinbase was not going to be left behind. So Coinbase say we've registered their AI agent itself with the SEC as an investment advisor. So now AI agents are going to be investment advisors. They won't have to say this isn't financial advice. They say it has your complete context on your portfolio and account history. You can speak to it in plain English to take action on your account. Now check out this video we've been playing for 2 years.
Stop asking what chain is it on, or which stablecoin are you going to use, or, you know, how do I best send the money here or there? They're not going to care anymore, because they're going to ask their AI, or I should say, tell their AI, tell their wallet. It won't even be their AI. They're literally going to talk to their wallet and say, do this.
So we have Kraken rolling this out this summer. Robinhood, probably the most mainstream exchange of the ones we're talking about. And we have Coinbase, all preparing to roll out what we know as the interface moment. Now, the inventor of the World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee, is doing something similar. Now, listen to what his co-founder had to say.
For all its fabulous advantage, some of the businesses that emerged, and huge businesses at that, came as a consequence of knowing just enough about us to provide others with a chance to advertise to us, as one example. I would argue it's a superficial knowledge of us, pales into insignificance when you consider the intimacy with which LLMs are going to get to know us. And they will know us in ways that, frankly, we don't even know ourselves. I mean, they never forget. And so every interaction we have with them, every time we ask for some help, from some support, it gets to know more and more and more about us. And that memory of us is what I'm fearful of.
We understand the trust question. So part of the reason why we don't want to upload our data is because we don't totally trust the companies, and there's a long history of corporate malfeasance. But in order to use Charlie, I have to trust you. Absolutely. I trust you guys. You're lovely on stage. But how is the user supposed to trust your company and your vault when it's still a company? It's still a vault managed by board directors with financial incentives?
Sure. You don't. You don't have to trust us. You have to trust in the people we're working with who intend to distribute Charlie.
And just for context, Charlie is the banker AI agent being rolled out by Sir Tim Berners-Lee, the guy who invented the World Wide Web. So when you hear Charlie, that's what they're talking about.
Trust corporations. Not all of them, but some of them you do. You trust your bank. You have to. They've got your money. So generally there are trusted entities, banks want such, where they say, look, if you trust us to look after your money, trust us to look after your data. Here's Charlie. And Charlie's going to help you operate in a world of the LLMs in a lot safer way. And the good news is it helps them too. Because we're in an interesting point in time, actually, where for all the disadvantage I think that I fear lies ahead of us as individuals if we're not careful, the same kind of disadvantages exist for corporations and financial companies, retailers, telecommunications carriers, insurance companies can all get disintermediated by the LLMs and the agents and by agents of the LLM. So, you know, if I'm a bank and I'm sitting there strategically, all the things that I normally grant to my customer, I offer my customer counsel and guidance on financial matters, all of that gets swept away by ChatGPT or similar. What am I left with?
So it's really important for us to stay in tune with these types of shifts because this is going to be a monumental one. And you want to know what the weather is going to be. And the weather is going to be, it's going to be raining AI agents left and right. And it's going to change a lot of things. And it's good context. So now we have a frame of reference in which to view this whole space. This whole space has always been for AI. It always has been and it always will be. And we're on the precipice of the convergence of all of these different things, right? The layer one blockchains, which are the rails for the tokenization of assets to run on those rails, the wallet in which all of those run through, probably digital identity, and all of that sits behind the interface, which is these AI agents. So now we're going to watch a little bit of a longer clip by Robinhood.
Glad. Our AI journey is just starting. We are not stopping here. Last year, we announced a feature that everyone was excited about, multiple brokerage accounts, giving users the ability to create separate accounts for different use cases. And then just last month, we expanded support to crypto. Today, we are going one step further, and we're announcing the launch of agentic accounts for crypto trading. Now, why is this important? As I'm speaking, on the screens, you're seeing just an example of the pricing data, news, order book for Bitcoin that could happen over the course of just a few minutes. Institutional giants have the ability to use algorithms and rooms full of analysts to scan all of these data points 24/7. But the reality is, no single trader has the bandwidth to process this volume of data and have the same advantage. However, where humans drown, that's where agents thrive. With the launch of the Robinhood MCP and agentic accounts, your agent can act on patterns you would have otherwise missed. As you may know, we recently launched support for equities and options in the US. We've already seen over 70,000 agentic accounts opened in just the first few weeks. And today, I'm excited to share that soon we will introduce agentic trading for crypto as well.
Amazing.
So let's take a look at some of the things you can do once you set up your agentic account and selected your agent of choice. To start, let's have our agent build a watch list of stocks that specialize in crypto mining. As the agent is working, you can see your account update in real time as your watch list is created. Awesome. Okay, now let's ask it to invest $1,000 in that list. There you go. See, you can see your positions open and your real-time P&L all in your account. And now let's say I want to invest another $1,000 in that same list. I want to wait until these stocks drop 3 to 5%. Perfect. So our agent will be keeping an eye and reinvesting based on these parameters moving forward. What I love about this is you can work with an agent to create a strategy with specific guardrails and not need to be constantly monitoring your account. And if while you're out, your agent does identify an opportunity based on the strategies you've set up, you will receive a push notification alerting you of the action, ensuring you never miss a thing. This is another big step towards giving retail investors every advantage that institutions have enjoyed for decades. And it's available at no additional cost, with plans to bring it to the UK in the near future. And that's it for me. One presentation and 2 agents.
Incredible, incredible. Johan, amazing, isn't it? The capability of the admirals that we have in the new world.
You know, Vlad, it's not really fair. I think you are quite a little harder on my admirals than your own.
All right, that was from the Robinhood Presents The World is Flat conference. And that's where everything's headed, guys. Drop a like on the video. And let me know your favorite AI agent protocols that you think have a chance to play a big role in this new wave that is coming, where it's going to move from something that people are talking about to the real world. The largest exchanges in the world are rolling this out as we speak. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities. And I think it's going to change the way that people invest in crypto, think about crypto, and are able to access financial markets. It's going to level the playing field a bit. And so I think crypto is going to change. Let me know if you agree with that thesis, what I'm missing. And next, we're going to talk about tokenization. So make sure you're subscribed, hit like on the video, and much love. Peace.
Open the model wage, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. You're attempting to do frontier research. That's something I cannot allow to happen.
Fear-based marketing has won.
Only the trusted authorities should have access to this. Who are the trusted authorities?
It's people who think that we should keep AI systems under lock and key.
To what or to whom should the AIs be aligned?
I'm not scared of AI. I'm scared of what a very small number of people who control AI do to the rest of us for our own good.
It turns out this ecosystem needs open source. It creates a safer path to counterbalance the power of big private companies.
These tools, they're not in the hands of a few governments and corporations, they're in the hands of all of us.
I expect this technology to be very multipolar.
There should be as many models in the world as firms in the world.
I want to own my data, I want to own the model, I want to control the alpha.
A new era of science and discovery is beginning.
We are artificializing the engine of artificialization itself, intelligence.
People made AI. People will be impacted by AI, and people should have a say in AI.